It's meant to blur your pores. Yeah, sure. I was going with this little bit of hair, but it's driving me insane. Hi guys. So, today's video I'm doing a kind of story time about the dentist. I've reorganised the majority of my house and I've actually brought my makeup into my living room and I'm really proud of it. I really like it. It still needs a couple of tweaks. It's not perfect at the moment. It's a little messy. So I'm kind of doing a back of the drawer challenge. So you pick things that you hardly ever use. All credit, by the way, goes to Emily Noel on YouTube. She's done these back of the drawer things so many times. Now we're going to go over to my makeup, pick out all of the stuff in the back of the drawer, and then I will start my story time. This is my current setup. It's not perfect right now. Big eyeshadow palettes here, some other eyeshadow palettes. So this is my drawer of primers, setting sprays. I also sometimes use setting sprays to prime my face. Look at the drawer. This is my Origins primer. I feel like I used that recently. I've got a good one that I never ever use. Touche Éclat Blur Primer. So while we're here, we'll do setting sprays. Ooh, I haven't used this in ages. This is the, I've only got a little bit left because I was trying to use this up at one point. It's the Glam Glow Glow Setter. Virgos, look away. My foundation drawer has kind of taken a life of its own. There's some doubles. What's this? I was thinking about this the other day. I haven't used this in ages. This is the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Medium Coverage Anti-Pollution Foundation. I've really enjoyed this and I haven't used this since I think last year. So here I've got like loose powders and under eye powders, powder foundations, that kind of thing. But I definitely need to use this. I got this as a freebie thing. Charlotte Tilbury like corrector. I thought this was the little like a mini of their base powder that everyone friggin' raves about. It's a cream peachy kind of corrector, so we'll try this. But also I have these concealers. I feel like I haven't used this in a really long time. This or the Colourpop one. It looks like it's, well, we'll have a look. Well, if this one's kind of separated and disgusting, I need to throw it away. I will get rid of that one. And then if not, I'll use this as a backup. What face powder have I hardly used? I use Coty Airspun. Cracked and spills out freaking everywhere. So we have all of my like blushes here, highlighters here. I feel like I haven't used this Pretty Vulgar in ages. Maybe I should use the Pretty Vulgar blush and the Pretty Vulgar highlight. Because I haven't used either of those, I feel like, since the Pretty Vulgar review. I've been thinking about this already and I kind of want to use the Park Avenue Princess contour. I think I need to use this. This I haven't used in ages. This is the Profusion contour palette. Okay, eyeshadow palettes, I literally have no idea. I hardly ever touch these. Maybe I'll do a matte eye. A natural matte palette. Yes, I still have them in the boxes. Some of these like pigments from Colourpop I haven't even touched yet. I feel like I should use the bowl kind of colour. I definitely need to use a lip liner because I haven't used a lip liner in ages. So I'm using green on the eyes, so I need to go super nude. These are all my like warm tone liquid lipsticks. I also have my lip liners, my eyeshadow primers, which I definitely need. I haven't used this yet. This is the Essence Get Your Glitter On, and we'll also use Wet n Wild because I feel like I haven't used that in ages. I hardly ever use any of these lip liners, to be completely honest. Let's go with the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in Lolita because I feel like I've never used this. These are like my toppers. These are all my bold lipsticks. These are all my nude lipstick bullets. And these are all like my high-end kind of lipsticks. Maybe I should use one of these. I haven't used these for ages. Let's go with this. This is the KKW Creme lipstick in Kimberly. Brows. Let's start with brows. Before I get away with myself. I haven't used this e.l.f. thing in ages. Let's use this clear e.l.f. brow gel. And I think I want to use a pomade. I haven't used a pomade in forever. This one, which I hardly ever use. Yes, let's use this one. I feel like I've never used this and it's red. Oh my goodness, I haven't used this forever. This It Superhero Mascara. Eyeliners. These Fenty eyeliners I haven't used in years. I'm using these. Lastly, an eyeliner, pencil eyeliner. Smoulder Kohl by Soap and Glory. Had this for a while, but it still should be okay. This is the makeup. First thing I'm doing is putting on eyeshadow primer. So I've got the Wet n Wild Photofocus eyeshadow primer. This is amazing for oily eyelids. I apologise in advance about my nails and about my skin. The Heaven shade here, just set the eyeshadow primer. I'm going to dip into these two here just to start in the crease. I have a couple of stories from. I need to get a clip for my hair. I mean, it's still not cute, but it's not so bad. So when I was, I want to say 13 or 14, I had my braces put in. And it was on the NHS. So in the UK, the NHS will pay for your teeth, like any of your braces or anything like that. Take a bit of risky. I actually thought there was a black in here, but there's not. Really deepen up the inner and outer corner. I think I'm going to use the green as like a halo. So when I had my braces done, and they were only in for about a year, maybe a year and a half at most. I've had this really relentless tooth right here that seems to want to live on a different row of teeth than my actual teeth. So that was one of the most painful experiences. They literally had to pull apart my teeth and then pull that one forward. It took months. When everything was done, they mould your teeth so they can give you a retainer, and you have to put the retainer in every single night. Otherwise your teeth will move. Well, I was a 16-year-old kid that didn't want to listen to authority, so I didn't wear my retainer. I knew I was probably going to hate myself for it, but I was like, yeah, what's the worst that can happen? Well, the worst that can happen is that your teeth move. My tooth, because it naturally just wants to sit backwards, it wants to sit on basically a different row than my actual teeth, it pinged back within a couple of weeks. So we went back to the dentist, and the dentist said that we would have to go through the whole thing again. My mum was like, oh, I can't pay for that. Her bottom teeth are still in good condition. They have manoeuvred a little bit, but they have pretty much stayed where they wanted to be. She'll have to just wear the bottom one, and the bottom ones will definitely be straight. And I was just like, oh, I'm not doing that. I mean, I didn't want to wear the top one. I wasn't going to wear the friggin' bottom one, was I? I'm going to put on some of this glitter primer. Oh, this is all like separated. Can you see all like the oil? Ugh. Oh, that's pink. Why is that pink? I should have done this as a glitter liner, I feel like. But hey, let's jump in with both feet. This is by Colourpop. This is the Kathleenlights and Colourpop Loose Pigment in the bowl. It's this gorgeous, like, green. What I normally do to use these pigments is I dip my brush in the pigment, tap as much off in the thing as you can, and then I tap it into the lid to get off any excess that's going to just fall onto your face. Go in on the eye. Look how pretty that is. I don't know why I had you so far away. The reason I told that is you need to know that I could have had perfect teeth had I just done what I was told when I was younger. What 16-year-old wears their retainer? What 16-year-old appreciates the time and effort that's gone in? I will say, there wasn't much else I did. I wasn't like one of these people that went out partying with friends, you know, stayed out late. So there wasn't much I did to rebel, as it was. So I guess that was kind of like my way of doing that. But the funniest thing was that I found out that my ex, who I was with for 7 years, when he was about the same age, went to exactly the same orthodontist. But I don't know if that's like the orthodontist for like the whole of our borough. How strange. Very serendipitous. Just need to blend the edges. The YSL Touche primer, I haven't used this in a while. It's just kind of greasy. It has like gold in it. It's kind of pointless, to be completely honest. It's heavily scented as well, and I just feel like it doesn't do much. It's meant to blur your pores. Yeah, sure. The Rimmel Lasting Radiance Medium Coverage Foundation. Why does this look like it has shimmer in it? I haven't used this in a while. It's an anti-pollution foundation. I actually did a full review on a bunch of Rimmel foundations. The reason I told you that story, ever since that friggin' tooth moved, I've been so annoyed with it, and I've considering getting braces again for over 10 years basically. The only thing I was thinking at the time, I would have to get put in adult braces, which is not cute. So I haven't used this Colourpop one for such a long time that it's separated. Oh, I was going to use the corrector. I'm glad I remembered. This is the like Charlotte Tilbury. It's like this cream. You can kind of tell there that it's kind of like a peachy corrector. Let's just kind of place that with my finger, I guess, in the darkest area. More of a concealer, to be honest. I'm going to put this Colourpop concealer on top. Pretty yellow. Not bad. I think this is a nice little combo. I'm not sure about the tone of this concealer. So the only face powder I got was this Coty. This thing is cracked and it's so annoying. Let's set my whole face with this thing that never ends, by the way. I look heavy. I don't know what's going on with this little bit of hair, but it's driving me insane. So I'm using the Kat Von D 24-hour Super Brow Long Wear Pomade. I'm still calling it Kat Von D because when I bought it was Kat Von D, but it is KVD Vegan Beauty now. This is in Scarlet, bright red. This is like a really soft formula and it stays soft. I thought this would be a good pigment to put on your lid. So my story. I was backpacking in Europe now. Oh, watching too much Friends. Now I'm trying to figure out what to do. Like, do I get adult braces? And let's be honest, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay that much. Like, I know it's gonna take a long time. Then I started to find out about these clear braces, but I realised again, well, I'm not gonna be able to have clear braces with this tooth. Everything else is on one straight row. And it's funny because every single time I go to the dentist before that, they're always trying to sell me braces. So last year, November kind of time, I go to the dentist and I say to them, I want to remove a tooth and fit a cap, because I figured that's probably the only way. The gap's too small now. The teeth have started to close over it. So it's not a tiny gap, but there would be a gap if I just got it removed. So I would have to get some sort of fake tooth put in. So I realised, well, I could just get, you know, a fake tooth put in. I know this looks weird. I'm trying my best. And they were explaining to me that there is a possibility. I just wanted to ask, first of all, like find out, because I didn't have the funds at the time. I was just like, I just wanted to find out how much it would be, because it would easily be months before I could afford it. But I wanted to know if it was a possibility that I could do that. So do you know what they said to me? This really sweet nurse said to me, don't do that to your teeth. I'm just going to use this e.l.f. brow gel. It's just a clear brow gel. So... oh wow, this is like cemented down already anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot about this highlighting powder, shit. I love this highlighting powder. And it smells amazing. Let's just use a little bit of this. Great underneath the eye. So I'm just gonna use Princess Cut Angle, which are the two matte shades. So she explains to me that that would be really bad for my teeth. If I was literally just doing it for looks, which I'm not gonna lie, I was going to be, because I've had to live with this tooth. This freaking annoying tooth for almost 15 years. I hate smiling and I know that people notice it. Like, it's not immediately noticeable, but it is noticeable. Like especially if I'm smiling a lot or laughing a lot or talking a lot, you can see when I'm talking that there's no tooth between my canine and my two front teeth. I would be doing it for me. I just wanted it gone. I wanted it gone. And when I figured out I could get like a fake tooth on top of it, I just wanted that done as soon as possible. So I explained that to her. Yes, I was doing it for looks, but I do it for me. And I can understand the reasons she was telling me there wasn't the best idea. I'm going to use the Profusion contour. Use a mixture of these two shades. She explained to me that they would have to drill into my teeth to put this fake tooth on. It would risk my gums. It would risk the teeth that, you know, were perfectly healthy. I should really, you know, consider what I'd be doing to my teeth. Like, I could really be messing them up. I really do appreciate the reasoning. I was really pissed coming out of there because obviously, again, being told
you shouldn't do that.
Obviously, you just want to do it. I'm still a teenager at heart. I mean, look at my red eyebrows. Blush is Pretty Vulgar blush. This is really pigmented. And I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan highlighter, which is cool tone and pretty silver. I'm just going to smoke this really close to my lower lash line. So the other thing I was thinking about getting done is getting fangs. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous. Always had a thing about my canines. I've always loved how spiky my canines were. And then I have no idea what I was eating. But about 4 years ago, if not maybe even longer, I accidentally chipped one of my canines. If it had been any other normal tooth that's not my front teeth either, I would have just been like, yeah, okay, whatever, like, shit happens. But my canines, I love my canines. Like, my canines are so spiky, and yet this one is now flat. First year it happened, and I went into the dentist. I was so tempted to say to them, you know, is it possible to reshape that so it's back to a point, because I hate that I lost it. I'm just going to use the same highlighter I used on my face for my inner corners. There's also some highlights in the Profusion kit. Really blinding. I'm also going to just put a tiny bit that's left over on my brush underneath my brow bone. So I have these two liners from Fenty. I'm going to go with Nepturnt because it's like the greeny one. So these are meant to be like glitter liners that if you smudge them, they turn into glitter, but I'm not going to smudge it. I'm just going to leave it. I've messed up that. Can you see? Plucked that one out. Let's just line the eyes. Eyelashes, mascara. So with the fangs, the reason that I was thinking about getting fangs as well is that I saw Mikey, M-Y-K-I-E, Glam & Gore, she got them done and they look amazing. I use the It Superhero mascara that looks pretty dried out. I think I got eyeshadow primer in my eyelashes. This is really dried out. Enough because I've like glued my eyelashes together. That's about as best as it's gonna look. I'm gonna use this black eyeliner, Soap and Glory. I'm also gonna use its sharpener because it's pretty flattened. For lips, I've got the Kat Von D OG Lolita lip liner. I use like the same 3 lip liners, if I even use a lip liner. And then I've got the KKW and Kylie Cosmetics Creme Lipstick. Makes quite a nice nude. Pick my hair down. Forgot my Glam Glow setting spray. I'll get to it eventually. That was today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Honestly, my makeup looks pretty good. For stuff that I've just kind of like randomly chosen from the back, the lip combination's really nice. I would never put these two together. I've got the huge spots here and here. You can still see some of my discoloration and my spots. These were so pigmented. I didn't put, like, you can still see them, like there's still bumps, but considering how red they were, I didn't put any additional concealer over them. That's the foundation. I'm impressed. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a like if you did. If you want any more of these fun like chit chat, story time kind of things, I'm definitely interested in talking about some of my dating history. I've got some crazy dating stories and online dating chat lines. If you want to see those, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I go live. I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!